All right, guys, welcome to part 5 of this fresh start Pierce Infiltrator build. Hopefully, get to 94 today and maybe farm some gear. Thursday, I think we should be able to, if all goes according to plan, kill Lokar. All right, so first things first. Yep, all of our resistances look good. We are going to drink an XP pot because we have them now.
Too bad for some of the bodies that you will.
Alright, we'll rescue Faldus.
The dead attack. I need some time.
Welcome. Remember, you'll be looking. Did you bring back the X?
Greetings, Chuck.
So usually on Ultimate, we do pretty much all of the quests because the XP rewards are worth it. Good day, Viley and Morndale. Welcome in, guys. Let's get the upgraded slithering. Slith Primal Ring, you mean, Viley? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, if you're doing a fresh start and you don't have a lot of good stuff with resistances, it makes sense. But oh, I tried to farm vine rings for pierce damage. I did not have a lot of luck. I finally got a very good resistance Cronley ring, but yeah, like if you get good vine rings, living rings, or something else that's relevant for your character, you definitely don't use the slith ring. But if you're not having great RNG, it's just nice to know it's there. We're gonna skip the flooded passage. Doesn't really do anything for us.
Oh, hello,
I will also say that in the season, when you can put double affixes on slith rings, they can actually be pretty nice for leveling then, but
Move along now.
I'm not sure you did. Feel free to post it. We'll take a quick glance when we get to Burwitch, maybe. I was testing out a little bit of the new playtest patch, but I decided, for purposes of this series, to just stay with the kind of the normal Grim Dawn. If I was starting one from scratch, I would probably consider using the playtest stuff, but
Well, I'll be.
Yeah, I heard Ring of Steel is still bugged, because I had tested that, and it did not seem like it was doing double damage. Alright, so Servitor, Slicer, Arisia, sure. Blade Twister, sure. Whisper of Secrets, Bloodbriar, Murderer, Grava. Extra damage and flat R to Ring of Steel. It's not quite hard cap, though. Trying to figure out what exactly. I mean, I guess you're getting crit damage, but. I mean, Inquisitor gives you Deadly Aim, Aura of Conviction, which is damage OA, and some Phys Res. Okay. Fair enough. So it's a I'm just gonna assume this is hard cap then. That's fine. Yeah, so you just don't use those gloves then. That's kind of the workaround, and then I guess you get your RR probably from scales or something like that. Yeah, fair enough. Let us know how it feels. I mean, if the answer to why Dervish is I like that class, that's pretty much always valid. Unless you're trying to kind of min-max and optimize. Guess we'll Aether Shard isn't that expensive, even though we don't need the shrine.
What do you want? What's with all I?
Yeah, though I will say with dual blades losing the Fizz Res, you probably, if you want to get as much flat armor from Phantasmal armor as possible. Yeah, I mean, this is slightly better resistances, but I don't really care.
Good, you're back. What have you? That's good. There have been ward. Good work. There have been ward.
Be nice if we could get some more HP. We'll say, though, at least we have armor, which you don't normally get doing low car speed leveling. I'm Lawlish. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Okay, Bloodgrug, Apostate, Blood Knight set, dual wielding, the Relic to let you dual wield, Namadeus, sure. Lunal Valgoth, of course, Valgor, and so Vit damage, Vit damage, Vit damage. So do you have a death sentence here just for converting all the flat elemental to Vit? Because it's not giving RR, so is it just as a debuff? Word of renewal, vigor, resolve. Yeah, attack speed looks reasonable. Weapon damage looks good. I might be miscounting, but are we missing some weapon pool skill percent? Word of Pain, auto attack, Soul Strike, Siphon Souls, Bone Harvest. Yeah, it seems like a cool concept. Can you take Seal of the Void for another weapon pool skill to boost that a bit more, closer to 100%? Alright. I need to stop clicking on shrines. We have 27 Aether Shards, but I don't have a real need to use them.
must be the guy before.
Ah, I cannot. So, the three go to.
The emissary warned me.
I could hear.
You've been quite a sight, my dear. Than what I've heard. This.
So you've... Yes.
Well, look.
Got any more scrap metal? Bring me back any blueprints
I'll
you
give you a
find.
good price on what I've got left. Iron well spent.
Yeah, the rolls on that are going to be extremely difficult to get naturally. Although I guess hypothetically, season mod or something like that, you could probably swing it. I mean, the actual weapon damage on it didn't look bad.
Ah, there you are. Yes, at one poke. Of course. Ah.
Well, you work here. We have to hit them hard and fast.
I think I saved the apostate for a season mod. I just did the elemental ravenous earth. Though I did look at the Aether guns.
Keep your weapons.
I mean, we seem to have semi-reasonable damage here. Rutnik Bonemonger, but why would you do that as apostate? I mean, that's just begging to be paladin or oppressor. Okay, we can get level 82 armor. Odds of getting a good roll, not that high maybe, but... Yeah, I think with Rutnik and Bonemonger, apostate is just it's the poor man's oppressor and the poor man's paladin simultaneously. shields up. Just wander around. Unyielding of celerity. That's a shame. That seemed like Aether Phantasmal Blades could be interesting, but yeah, good luck getting that Nightblade belt.
Well, damn, now that
Come, friend, right to bid.
Okay, level 80. Let's see, what do we want to put points in now? We could start pumping up Death Sentence for the RR. Could do Seal. I don't know if we do Seal long term though. Maybe just Anatomy of Murder. Cunning is going to be more damage and more OA. Shambler's still hurt. I was thinking about like a Northern Worm Spellbreaker with the changes to Phantasmal Blades. I started playing around with it, but I haven't finished the Grim Tools. How would Acid Phantasmal? I think Rainan was talking about being curious about Acid PB, but I was just thinking with the Balgor two-handed mace, if you could get the conversion to work out, then you're getting a ton of weapon damage from that, and you can hit with Poison Ring of Steel as well as your kind of nuke. I don't know if it would actually be good, but Acid Phantasmal Blades with mostly global conversion using Balgor's mace. Okay, so about to fight Voldrak, scariest boss leveling pretty much. I mean, we are a bit tankier than we normally would be in like low car set, but 15k health isn't exactly ideal. I mean, honestly, it's fine for leveling, but when you're facing an enemy that hits really hard, you want as much as you can get. We've got 1600 armor, 26 phys res. Alright, well, fortunately we have good damage. He wasn't too big of an issue. He did that one side swipe. I guess it wasn't the biggest hit we've taken, but definitely hurt.
Well, if it isn't, I haven't been entire. I came upon.
Alright, so we need to find a Dahlia here. Technically don't have to fight the boss, but we're here anyway. So we'll head to Homestead, and then we'll go back and get the Pine Barrens Rift. One nice side effect farming Cronley for all that MI gear, we get a lot of dynamite. And yes, you can craft it, but if you don't have to spend iron crafting dynamite on a fresh start, that's just one more thing to not have to worry about. Mythical Final March, is that actually good for us? Does this have Fizzres? Okay, it's got 3% it doesn't. It does have Steel Resolve, which is nice, but we lose the stun and Petrify, which I don't think we can afford to do quite yet. Poison Gland. Crushing of Supremacy. This is a Stone-Faced of Celerity. This is more damage. It is Chaos Res, but... And the Flat Fizz gets converted. Fishing Hat, welcome in. How's it going? That was quite the party that showed up after I came out of the cave. Well, it seems like there's a good chance we'll at least finish the Pine Barrens quest line on this XP pot. Oh yeah, Blue Zombie, hardest part of Lokar. Hey, welcome back, Morndell.
Good. These are. I wasn't sure. I wish that. I'm going to check.
Okay, we're revered with
I'll
Homestead.
skip the play. The Legion is split on two.
We're close to level 84. Puncturing of Piercing Darkness, level 84. This quest is pretty much always worth doing. You get a bunch of XP for killing one boss. That's going to get us to level 84. We'll turn in the quest as well, just to get the quest markers. I'd have to double check how much XP in normal. I'm in the habit of doing it though. I think it's super easy and barely out of the way. I also think it might give you Rover's Rep. It's like easy quest that gives rep and decent XP for doing very little. A level 84 puncturing of alacrity. XP pots expiring. Yeah, we'll drink another XP pot. Welcome in, Slick. Puncturing of alacrity. Well, that's only level 80. That's worse. I can put Anatomy of Murder up to 11 because that's sort of the sweet spot until you decide to completely max it.
There was much. I see my scouts have reported.
Just the There are two other. The one you.
Alright, we could put more points in weapon pool skills as well, but I think it's time maybe we start making our Pierce RR a bit stronger. I mean, we did hit level 84, so let's upgrade our weapons a little bit. Okay. We have Puncturing of Alacrity, Puncturing of Piercing Darkness.
Something broken down?
And Creed's Cunning, I think we were using. As terrible as that feels. Yeah, this feels so bad. Fortunately, we're about to get to a point where we can have real augments. It's not quite there yet. Nice. You going to you stream that, Morndale, or are you just going to do that offline? Since it's a Sentinel, you have doubts? Should be fine. Okay, level 86. Yeah, fair enough. End up being pretty late by the time you finished, even with your leveling speed. All right, so we'll go kill Karaz and then turn in all the quests, and it just ends up being a little more efficient to do it that way. Getting decent seal drops. don't worry. We're gonna collect the totem. I'm just killing a few surrounding mobs. Whoa. Okay. That was swift and a reflective mob. That's fun. That was actually the tiniest bit dicey for a minute. Alright, turn in some quests.
I am told that when the Legion was for less, I've already.
You're here. But the cult.
Alright, Sorrow's Bastion should get us to level 88. Oh yeah, let's also talk to Barnabas and get the ethereal essence. Might as well do that.
I don't know what you...
Revered with Devil's Crossing, nice. Always a good sign when you kill that mob before the shield goes up. Especially, I mean, obviously end game you should have the damage to do that, but when you're leveling, that's not always a guarantee. Let's see, Pierce, Vit. Yeah, the Blade Twister ring, that might just be, I guess I won't deal with it yet, but that's probably something that goes on at 94. I mean, it can go on now, I think it's a level 84 item, but... Let's see where the Blade Twister ring even went. Ah, there it is. Okay. So yeah, it's +2 to a weapon pool skill, Pierce and Vit Res, % Pierce damage, and an RR proc. Yeah, so we lose a tiny bit of poison res. We can actually swap out a Mankind's Vigil for the other armor augment. Yeah. Alright, so that'll work for now. We got a corpse dust for Vitrez somewhere. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to town and look at this quickly. But yeah, it's no chance we're passing up a chance to get additional damage and RR on our ring. This is probably one of the rings we would have targeted anyway. And alright, again, yeah, Hexer's Delight not ideal for us, but we can keep plugging away. Level 90 will actually probably get some better augments. Although I may just want to keep pushing until we hit 94, or until the XP pot runs out, whichever happens first. Alright, no upgraded slicers, but we'll have another chance to, once we hit 94, do some farming.
Good. You pray precisely.
So we really do need to sell off some stuff to make room in our inventory. Alright, so we're going to go through and get the Necropolis Interior Rift. And then do a bunch of side quests to try to get a couple more levels. So yeah, this guy, if any of you have never seen him, you can turn bloods into tainted brain matters. You can turn ancient hearts into bloods, and I assume he probably... Yeah, tainted brain matters into ancient hearts. And there's a guy like that in Malmoth as well, who can do that for the Malmoth materials. Alright, so back to Fort Icon. Hey, Draenor, we're a Purist Infiltrator. Since it's SSF and we're kind of going with what we get, we don't have a specific build command.
And work down that we cannot.
Alright, so we side with the Witch. We're going to lose a little bit of rep with Black Legion, but we'll get it all back very quickly. I mean, Derp Slicers, Birders, Gear, Bloodbriar. This is more for resistances than anything else, but... If we get Blind Assassin, we might do that, but otherwise... It's up in the air. No one reads titles, you know that. get a pants upgrade, it's a bonus. That's not why we're here. We're here to actually do the hidden path on ultimate. A menacing of attack Dreek pants aren't bad though. These are level 94. I mean, the resistances are good. We get more stun res. We get more health, more OA. Yeah, these are definitely an upgrade. I think we keep them. All right. So we got the Dreeg Runestone. Go kill Salile boss. Yeah, once we do the first part of Hidden Path, we can do some more Death's Vigil quests to get XP and rep with them. They also have a quest that kind of coincides with the whole getting the Fang for Amsteria. Thunderstruck is good. Of Corrosion is just a shame. And last but not least, yeah, Bismiel boss. Like normally with Lokar set, you're getting enough XP, and with the faction mandates, you don't have to worry about doing all the rep stuff, but since we don't have Lokar set, and we only had XP pots for Ultimate, and we don't have faction mandates, these side quests are actually useful for getting us to 94. And since we didn't have a merit, that means we're going to get all 3 points for skill and attribute points for doing this on Ultimate. I mean, by the time we finished Elite, we just had to do a couple of runs. It wasn't that much farming. Got 3 attribute points is nice. Dominators of the Eagle is actually not a terrible roll for these either. Alright, we have a couple of attribute reset pots if we change our mind and decide to go a little more defensive. Are you still having trouble with the zombie fishing hat? I have to ask, did you deactivate Blade Spirits, Guardians, all of that stuff that can possibly attack him? And clear the path so that there aren't mobs in the way? Okay. So you got it done at least. Did the hard way with a pet move, sure. I remember one time I accidentally blitzed into him. I think he made it to that circle to be sacrificed with, you know, a couple thousand health. That was definitely lucky. Alright, this boss can kind of hit hard. Hellfire of Scorching, level 94, we'll keep that. Alright, so we'll do this quest. It's more XP. And then we can get the final quest you need to be honored with them for. And that's also the end of Hidden Path and one other quest. So... Ooh, that's Reflect Mob. Respect the heck out of the big skeleton monstrosities. Do a lot of damage, even the trash mobs. We are sundered. Not for long, though. I guess it's a short sunder. 49% more damage. Yeah, I don't really need to be on the other end of that. I guess it's probably the pools. Shield of Conflag. That's a interesting item. %, acid res because of the modifier. Nice, Viley. Alright, so we'll just go all the way through and then, oh yeah, trolls with fizz modifier, fun. Hey, welcome in, Max. You streaming late or are you slacking? Yeah, I think my next fresh start I will do on the playtest patch. This one I didn't want to switch mid-patch and have people wonder why we suddenly had no fizz res. Slacking today. There's dodging that's not so easy. All right. Turn in quests. Okay, level 91. Yeah, we're back to revered with Black Legion just by giving them those supplies.
The cult of it appears that the ritual.
Alright, so we're going to run back and do Hidden Path as well. Get the skill points. We may actually, after that, do a quick reset and see if we can get some level 94 Dermapteran Slicers. Just to have a ready upgrade. Yeah, you can't start a website about slacking if you're slacking. Alright, we don't need him to be near his shard. We also don't need to take sunder hits, but... Yeah, welcome in, Athright. How's it going? Yep. Yes, they did, Max. It's like, I don't know if that's... It feels like almost a ripped Nightblade, but I don't want to be one of those people who overreacts without actually testing stuff. So... I mean, the armor boost is really nice. Like I have looked at a few of my characters. I have some crazy armor values now. I think it really comes down to what they did to adjust monster fizz damage. Let's get this a little bit more area. Maybe we'll try using seal a little bit. It says you want blades? I think you were telling me Blades of Wrath on seal, right? And then this can be on Blade Spirits. And this can be Baranath. This is fine. This is fine. All right. About to hit 94 on hardcore. Very nice. I'm doing Nightblade next. Yeah, Nightblade's my favorite class. It's probably probably obvious. Rect, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, guys. We are on this fresh start Pierce Infiltrator. We are level 91, so we're pretty close to 94. Plan today, get 94 and get some basic gear farming and a little bit of crafting done. Croesus, thank you for the follow. Level 92. How was your stream, Wrecked? I think I saw you were playing some sort of a fresh start shaman. I mean, there's pretty much no wrong answer to your favorite master in Grim Dawn. I mean, my concern is probably obviously Celestials. I think losing the Fizz Res is still a debuff, and maybe some of the sketchier high SR situations. Oh, Max, I don't know if you heard, but they nerfed they nerfed spam force wave. F for Max. Yeah, Necro has some good skills. Bone Harvest can be interesting, but I think most of the time I've used Necro has been for support. I mean, I'm sure Force Wave is still fine. It's just the spam version. It seems to me that at least quick glance that the spam version's a little bit weaker than it used to be. But it's still very much playable. Yeah, because they didn't buff the specific dot node of cooldown Force Wave. Or, sorry, of Force Wave. They buffed the first two. So, like, the damage, the total damage of cooldown Force Wave is buffed, but the dot component wouldn't be as much. Graveguard, thanks for the follow. And yeah, if a piece of gear doesn't say where it drops, that is, it's not something you can target farm, then your best bet is going to be Totem, Shattered Realm, things like that, because it's going to be a general world drop that you can get it anywhere. If for sets specifically, if you have the blueprint for, it's usually the helm, but sometimes it's another piece of the set, you can craft multiples, and then once you've done a quest for the Inventor and Forgotten Gods, you can do something called transmuting, where you turn the helms or other armor pieces into different set pieces. It's a little bit of luck and RNG dependent, but it is another way to get sets if you haven't found all the individual pieces. Yeah, I think totems are the safest way, and they also, especially if you're looking to get infamy and be able to farm nemesis, you also get infamy for factions by killing mobs with totems. You don't get infamy in SR. I think it's for transmuting. The only transmuting you want to do is within a set. You don't want like transmute from a piece of say Blind Assassin to another piece of Blind Assassin, and I think that transmuting is the Eldritch Essence, which is more common than the Celestial Lotus. we are our XP pot ran out, so we will at least before we let's not get sundered. Yeah, this belt has no plus the skills, but I mean, if we were playing any sort of an elemental build, this would be an absolutely disgusting belt. I think I am going to keep this for a future character. Probably you're going to want the MI most of the time, but it's a nice roll for resistances. All right. So I'm going to reset quickly. And the reason we're doing this is once we hit 94, I want to be able to farm up some more Dramapteran slicers. Okay, XP pot.
You've returned.
So our great moment of
Okay, game, if you insist. And yeah, guys, max health roll. This is probably the best defensive amulet in the game. If you're a paladin, oathkeeper / inquisitor, it's even more insane. But yeah.
Good, you're back. I struggled to admit this. You see the Luminari, eh?
Excuse me. My father and I were part of...
Alright, so put the Azrakas. We lose some stun res. But honestly, I think it's worth it for the HP and everything else that we're going to get. Okay, Wardstone, Elemental Bleed, which we don't really need. Let's see, Vit. I don't know. We don't use that name in here. Oh, and yeah, okay, so at 90 put yeah, I'll deal with the components and augments later. We hit 94, we have some other gear upgrades, so we'll take care of that then. We're like a level and a half away. Hey, Captain Keen, welcome in. Yeah, Captain Keen, we got this as our killing log quest reward from Inquisitor Creed. It's disgusting. Yeah, only way that's getting replaced is if we actually get Blind Assassin. And at this point, I might just try to do a custom Inquisitor self-found. It's nice to be able to play around with MIs as much as possible, because they're something that anyone can get. Yeah, I know Dex Tex-Mex. It's pretty insane RNG on that. Like, Creed never giving you anything useful is pretty much a meme in this game at this point. So to get that This is wild. All right.
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left. Put it to good use.
Let's see what I can do.
Got something neat stashed.
We also need a black tallow, so riftstone.
Best I can with what I've got.
Okay, we got Sedina's memento. That's one of the items we need for the Lokar hidden quest. I mean, don't you also complete the conversion with the Nightblade belt?
Please just leave.
Right, and then, but then with the Malkadar sword and the Nightblade belt, you should get 100. And then you can use Pierce to Cold Gloves if you wanted to convert more of the flat pierce for from dual blades and such. At least that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. Or yeah, or the lethal assault gloves, exactly. It gives you much more flexibility in terms of what you're doing with gloves. Alright, drop a portal, we'll come back. Hey, Magifer.
I admit, if you see what you I can't.
Okay, level 93.
If we were not.
Alright. So yeah, we have about 600 K XP to go to 94. We're going to need all blooms we can get eventually. And should we come across a decent vine ring, that's potentially interesting. But I kind of have a feeling this level 70 Incorruptible of Alacrity Cronley Ring, I mean 15% attack speed and Pierce Poison Aether Chaos Res. There's a very good chance on a character like this we're going to be sticking with that ring for a while. Ran past the stump looking at the map. Appreciate it, but can't go back. It happens. Okay, Ugnabog Rift. We'll rescue the witches. We'll kill the dude who gives us a free Wendigo spirit. Alright, Silvaria's there. Good to know. We could drop a portal and come back, but I'm not going to worry about that. We'll have 8 Wendigo spirits when all is said and done. A fair point, actually. Yeah. Alright, like 95,000. I think at this point we go to Rotting Croplands and we try to farm up a few slicers. Yeah, like, if you don't want to fight Ravager and you don't need the augments, going hostile is usually a better call for Barrow Home. And especially with Sunder and the various changes they made, I fight Ravager less now than I used to. So I probably should go hostile with more characters. I just am not in the habit of doing it. Puncturing of corrosion. Nope. And that's level 94 for us. Heart piercing of alacrity. Is this level 92? So I mean it's upgrade, but it's still a level 84 base. All right, 14 hours 36 minutes to 94 on a fresh start. Could be worse. All right, puncturing of spines is 94, and obviously that means 94 base, so we'll take that. I mean, if you do less gear farming and such, these runs can definitely be faster. But, I mean, no low car, no gear, having to farm rep for XP pots. Like, I'm reasonably happy with this. Puncturing, piercing darkness. Puncturing spines. Let's see. You are 92. You are 94. Alright, so we're going to have, like, no attack speed. But we're going to have a good bit more damage, at least, I think. We'll have to see. Alright, I'm going to swap out a few quick pieces of gear that I have on this character, and then we'll kind of do a, let's see what this looks like at 94. Alright. So yeah, we take Shadow Strike off, because I actually want to see the DPS for Baranath looks like. So, alright, Heart Piercing of Alacrity. This is level 92, so still not ideal. I think I'll do the Heart Piercing of Alacrity and the Puncturing of Spines for now. Amulet set, ring and such are set. We will want to upgrade our gear here. Alright, I think we're going to take this Menacing of Attack. These pants. I am going to keep the Formidable Spines. Put them in for future characters. Okay, Scaled Hide. Yeah, we don't... These gloves are the best we've found for the moment. These boots... I mean, the mythical version wouldn't be bad, but... And then, yeah, we've got a bunch of level 70 stuff still. Alright, let me get the Grim Tools. Alright, so that's where we are at 94 without really having farmed any gear since turning 94. Let's probably do a couple of farming runs, see if we can get some armor improvements. And then we'll probably call it about 15 or so minutes. This belt can be better. Oh yeah, we should craft Serenity as well. But let's do let's do a Cronley run first. And where possible, we'll also do some augment upgrades since we can use level 90 augments now. Vigorous, murderous, vicious barbs. Maybe. We lose elemental res. We keep our chaos res. We lose a little bit of DA. We do get stun res. Nicaraudio, I do look at Grim Tools. I probably don't have time to do it today because I kind of just want to finish off this character and head online. But usually, especially at the start of the stream, as we're kind of getting ready, I don't mind taking a look at a Grim Tools or two. And if you want to post something in chat, there are a number of people with 5K plus hours in chat who might not mind taking a look for you either. So yeah, feel free to exploit my chat. I feel like most Grim Dawn players like looking at builds and such. Alright, is there anything else that I need weapon-wise? Right. Yeah, the Cronley stuff. Yeah, I guess we let's craft Serenity. Assuming we have the materials. Let's see. Fortitude. Alright, we need to craft a resilient plating. It says we have one, but that's our shared stash, which it will automatically pull from. And since we're simming a fresh start, we're obviously not going to do that. Fortress. Okay, that requires a ballistic plating. Which requires 4 resilient platings, alright. It does need more Wendigo spirits, but I think we can turn. I forget if it's missives or mutagens. We have to go down to elite to do it, but we can use the Smith and Malmuth. We have all right. So ballistic plating, fortress. Citadel. Alright. Yeah. Citadel requires a bunch of ancient hearts. Which fortunately we have 12, so we can make it. Yeah, plenty of aether crystals still. And yeah, we have to go down to Elite to get the Wendigo spirits. Alright, now we want Wendigo spirits. And we have 9 mutagens. We need 7 more Wendigo spirits for Serenity. And, alright, well, might as well craft it here. And then we will go back to Ultimate. Probably do one last Cronley run. Oh. Right, that's a thing. They may not be high enough to drop the component on Elite. Oh, never mind. Alright, so we're just going to do a quick Kilrian run. And the thing is, if we don't get lucky with this, we just have to probably do it start of the next stream. I'll still do a Cronley run to try to get some higher level armor. But running Kilrian indefinitely at the end of the stream is not my idea of a good time, so we'll just do the one. Hey, even if we have a little bit of rough RNG on this, we got a perfect health roll Azrika as our reward from Creed for killing Log, which is unheard of to get something that useful. Yeah. Are the healers going to get there in time? No, they are not. And did we just get the soul? Alright, today is a good day for RNG. Alright, we need a Blessed Whetstone. And now we have Serenity. And it rolled with stun res, which we actually kind of needed. Like, all right. Yeah, we'll take this. And I think because of Serenity and Azraka, we are probably going to switch to doing a Nightblade belt. So that's something we'll farm in a future stream, because I think the +1 to Nightblade skills will balance us out a little bit more. But yeah, all right, one last one or maybe two last Cronley runs on. We'll go back to Ultimate for that. Blade Spirit's up. Aggressive of incantations. Okay, incantations is all damage. Skill disruption protection. Maybe. We'll keep it for now. $92. Well, that's it's another issue entirely. Nice ratio. Thanks for the follow. All right, reset. For the record, Morndale, I would not play Serenity on a retail build. And I've done Eye of the Storm on, I think, one build. I've done Reaping Arc, so I couldn't do Serenity on that. Every so often we do something else, but okay, Aggressive of Fortitude. So this is level 90. Nope. And the thing is, at this level, we are at risk of getting some level 90 gear with 84 base stuff. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. I mean, some of these still might end up being upgrades, but I think for now, I'm just... oh, right. We do... Vigorous of Protection. I mean... These aren't really great. Did I? Oh, I did get Typhoon Powder, which is flat health and DA, which is definitely going to be better than Hexer's Delight. We need the DA more than the OA. Wizarn, where are the cool purple items? That's all RNG. You run totems, Shattered Realm, things like that. Alright. Well, this build is mostly not centered around legendary items. Like, most of our gear is going to be green. Our amulet's legendary, one of our rings is legendary. In an ideal world, probably get some legendary boots, but the swords are going to continue to be green, and we'll probably keep the shoulders, helm, chest, and this ring is just too good to even think about I'm losing my ability to speak. Switching out, or swapping out. I think I was trying to combine those two words in my head. I'm not on the playtest for this particular run, Morndale. I went back to vanilla, but when I finish this run, I think my next fresh start will be on the playtest. I didn't want to switch switch patches, kind of mid video series. Alright guys, I'm gonna link you a final Grim Tools, and we'll find someone to raid. So our plan for the Thursday evening stream, starting basically similar time to when we started today, so like 4:30 Eastern Time US. We'll get to level 100, we'll get the attribute points for at least SR, and we'll attempt to kill Lokar on this character, do some additional farming and such. So let's get this Grim Tools and find someone to raid. Appreciate all you guys hanging out. Thank you, Rect, for the raid. And like I said, we will be back on Thursday. I will be uploading these to VODs to YouTube. So feel free to go check that out over there. I've also put together a fairly recent Cold Nightblade leveling guide, as well as a kind of 20 tips for beginner's guide for anyone that would be of interest. It's all on the YouTube under the guides playlist. Each one of these runs has its own playlist. So let's find someone to raid. Lokar dies on Thursday. All right, looks like Walk-In is playing. Is he playing Dawn of Masteries Poison on the new patch? We also it's like Braskin is playing Monster Hunter. Let's see if anyone else is playing Grim Dawn. Oh, Kiknos is playing. We can go say hi to him. You go to, if you want to go to all right, we'll go to Braskin. That's fine. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I was getting all this raid stuff set up. All right, guys. Have a good night, and hopefully see you on Thursday. Cheers.